Do you want to understand your emotions, remove the negative, and increase happiness? In this video, I will show you how you are able to do this, and I will also reveal what has been going wrong with my own emotional processing all the time. Tanja, hi White Note, welcome to my channel. Nice to have you here. When I describe the purpose of life, purpose of our human life, it is to find ourselves, to reveal our true essence, our awareness, and then live consciously through this awareness, consciously through our consciousness. We do not want to skip the experience of human life because it is very rich. It's the experience that we came here to accomplish, and it involves many different aspects. All are valuable. Humanity can be taught as an experiment, or the meaning of it is that we will realize at some point that there is more in us and more of this life than we have been experiencing. Then, when we find that there is more, our job is to remove the obstacles, our limiting beliefs, which is preventing us from being our true selves, our true essence. So we need to overcome our mind. When you become aware of your own thoughts, your inner talk, and all what is ongoing inside of you, what is keeping you stuck, when you hear it clearly, after that you can choose a different path. You can choose to act differently. You can choose how you are letting this inner talk and this ego side of you impact your life. You can choose. You will just allow it to be. You will observe it. You will let your thoughts come and go, and you will not give them the meaning that they are begging you to give them. You can see this as an opportunity to grow. So each and every negative experience, or what we interpret to be negative, is actually a positive thing. It's providing us information about ourselves and where our blocks are and what we are supposed to be handling next. So you can make a conscious choice to respond differently and decide you will change your life. You will find your true essence and you will find happiness. If it's really that simple, why everybody is not doing it already? Why everybody are not happy? Why you are not experiencing happiness all the time? And that is the paradox there is. You might have noticed that our life is full of paradoxes, and that is actually one of our clues how we are supposed to be seeing this life. It is kind of upside down. We fail to see negative experiences and negative emotions the same way as we experience positive ones. So we are giving them a meaning, and we are not experiencing it with the same enthusiasm and joy as we are living through our positive experiences and feelings. So we are neglecting half of our life in a way, or more than a half if your life has been, or you feel that it has been like on the negative side more than on the positive experiences. So there is this whole spectrum of life we need to allow ourselves to experience. In all its very colorful ways, it is representing itself. So we want to experience this negative side also. We need to explore it and dive deeper into that side. When you open up to the whole spectrum of humanity, to the negative side and to the positive sides, to both of the experiences which these are providing us, you will see that there is a balance between these two sides. As human beings, we need the spectrum of emotions, of experiences, to have something to compare it to. So we need a counterweight to the positive to be able to experience the positive. If you would be happy and joyful and cheerful all the time, it would get boring, because we are built in a way that we need variety, we need comparison, we need black to be able to see the white, we need contrast, and that contrast is built in us through this human experience, where this utmost beautiful happiness is in us, or is us around us, this true essence of our being, our consciousness, our awareness, which is made of pure happiness. And then we have this human experience, which is based on something which is blocking us from being our true selves. And we need to unblock it. So we need to go through all these negative things. And as you can already see, what I'm explaining here is that if you want the positive things, you want to hide and neglect the negative things. But we need both. We need to find both sides as intriguing in our life. So, the ultimate happiness, in a way, is not the goal. It's the journey of unblocking everything which is preventing us of being ultimately happy. So, while we are revealing ourselves, and then when we start living through our consciousness, being aware of what is ongoing and being aware, being conscious of our conscious choices, everything becomes actually pretty interesting. Why you must face yourself and accept yourself always exactly the way you are. You will get the answer soon, and I will tell you why it opens up the path to your healing. Positive experiences, emotions and experiences, those are positive, those are good. We experience joy, happiness, love, affection, we are cheerful, we are playful, all those positive things in your life. We are drawn to that. We love it, we absolutely love it. We yearn for these positive experiences and feelings. We want to amplify those in our lives. We are seeking experiences. We want to be in situations. We want to be with people who are giving us those in a way with whom we can experience it and feel it. So our natural attraction is towards the positive experiences. We don't run away from the positive. We try to get as much of it as possible. Negative experiences, feelings and emotions, what do you do about those? How do you feel about that? You want to get rid of it. You want to hide from it. You want to distract yourself. You don't want to experience it. You do everything that you are not getting more of that in your life. You escape from it. When you distract yourself from those negative things, you come up with some substitute thing to do so that you actually would not think about or experience the negative feeling, so that it would utterly and completely stop. But do you handle the situation? What are you doing actually when you are doing that? Have you noticed what this is doing in your life? No matter how hard you try to run away and hide and prevent those things from happening, it always keeps on coming back. It doesn't go anywhere. It kind of pops up everywhere in so many different forms. No matter how hard you try and want to get rid of that. Your mind is playing games with you. So your mind wants you to experience more of this because it's something that keeps you from revealing your true essence. So it is this human experience that you should be looking closely into these negative experiences and use it. Use all this as a fuel for your healing journey. When you experience it, when you live through it, when you face it, the balance in your life becomes back. You find the balance which you are supposed to be finding, that you are not escaping from something and heading for something. You are experiencing both of these sides with equal respect and equal meaning on your journey. So these negative feelings, they must be faced, and how this is done, it's the fact that we need to make it or give it a meaning that it is in a way positive. Next I will show you how this is done. If you like my stuff, please subscribe, comment, share, and I am here to help you with my own experiences. You are naturally pulled towards the positive. It's something where we want to be. If you are having these negative feelings and experiences, and I tell you, every negative feeling and experience is actually positive, do you think it is possible to jump directly from negative to positive? I doubt it. At least I don't work that way. So, what is in between negative and positive? These are two opposites, and there is always a middle point, and that's neutral. So we want to have our lives more on the positive side. It's lovely. We want to minimize in a way this, so we don't want this. So every time that something on this side arises, we can choose to neutralize it. So we are working towards the neutral first, because the neutral, as it says, neutralizes the impact of the negative. But we are not stopping here so that we would only neutralize it. We want to keep on working towards the positive, because all of these which we are interpreting as negative, those have positive meaning. So from the neutral point of view, we can start working towards the positive, towards the opportunities which each and one of these negative experiences, feelings, are providing us, so that they could draw us a map where we are going, so that we would be able to reveal ourselves. So baby steps. Let's not try to immediately go from negative to positive, from here to here, but let's try. I was trying to draw a scale and it's actually upside down. Maybe I will say that let's lighten up our experience a little bit. So when we unlock these negative heavy weights that we have here, so one by one we are removing these, then the scale will start to turn to positive. So it starts to shift. So we want to enhance this. We want to remove, in a way, the power of this. But the first thing you need to do is that allow these feelings to come and start to feel those. I have made a completely free tool for you. You can get it on my channel description. There is a link, highvibenot.com/free tool. So what does this require from you so that you would be able to do what I showed you? First thing, and something that you need fully to be present throughout your whole healing journey, throughout your whole spiritual awakening journey, is radical self-acceptance. You need to realize and admit that everything you are is perfect. There are no mistakes. There are no good sides and bad sides. You haven't done any mistakes. And everything that has happened in your life and will happen in your life and is happening in your life is something which deserves your full acceptance. Everything is important. You wouldn't be here without your past, without everything that has happened, because nothing happens without a reason. Everything has a purpose. Every single thing that has happened in your life and is happening and will happen, everything has a purpose. And the thing that you must do is that you accept everything fully. You don't cast judgment. You don't blame yourself. You are not blaming others. You are not telling them to change, or you are not pointing out their faults. You will fully understand and radically accept everything that is happening in your life. Some people say that people cannot change and people won't change. And that is absolute, That is the purpose of our life, to reveal our true essence and to change. And I have seen so many changes, so many people changing around me when they have been revealing themselves, when they have been going through all their limiting beliefs and all their blockages and all those unconscious patterns that they have been repeating, when they have become aware of those and they have had this desire to get rid of those, they change completely. There is this calmness and this happiness and this level of understanding and light and love coming out of them. And they don't judge anybody. And the way they got there, the way I got there also, is by accepting everything that there is in me. Not blaming myself for the things that has happened in the past. And not be afraid of the future. Just being accepting towards everything in this moment. Being aware that this moment is important. It doesn't make any difference anymore. It's just something that has built us and is still building us, like a very detailed map of how we are able to heal. Each and every negative thought, every time we get triggered, every time you have bad thoughts, bad feelings or anything like that, you are given signs, clear signs from your higher mind that this is somewhere where you are supposed to be looking. This is something you need to clear. And when you accept that these things are existing in you, and there is nothing wrong with them, you start to see them as a guiding posts. You start acting in a way that, okay, this is a negative thing which is happening, or I'm determining that it is a negative thing. But who says that it is? This moment, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have any power in this moment. It's neutral in this moment. And if I act differently, then it shows that I am learning. I am choosing a different kind of reaction because I am aware of what I am. And that is very powerful. It's actually everything that you need when you start seeing these patterns, these unconscious and subconscious things in yourself. You have the power to choose. If you start acting differently, everything will start changing. This physical world we are living in, we are representing ourselves in a physical form, and the language of this physical world is action. So, when you get triggered, you have these emotions and thoughts and feelings which are trying to make you act in a certain way. But when you become aware, you can stop it. You can make a choice. I will not do this time. I will act differently. You won't succeed every time when you are doing this. I haven't, and I still don't. But you have this same choice to make every moment. In every moment you are able to make a choice. You can choose to act differently. You can choose how you will react. And if you choose differently in any of those moments where there is this old way pushing you and saying and telling you that you always do this and this urge which is like rising inside of you is telling you something, you can say, no, I won't do that. I will do something different. You don't have to even know what is the correct thing to do, because the main point is you will act differently. You won't do the thing that your mind and your ego is telling you. And every time you do that, it weakens this negative power of ego. It will loosen its grip on you, and you will walk towards healing. And you will see so many things changing along the way, because you are changing. And everything outside of us is a reflection of our vibration. When you change yourself, you change your outer world, the reflection which you are getting back. And we don't want to get rid of the ego. Ego, our mind, plays a significant role in our human experience. It is actually our human experience. So we don't want it dead, as some say. We just want it working in cooperation with us as a guiding post to everything that we need to handle. And then we can be happy along the way and happy while we are going through the lessons which ego is providing us. So ego is the map writer in a way. So it's writing us the map. Our higher mind is showing us the map. And then we are the one who is walking that path which is marked on the map. So you choose your own route, and it is there. You are being guided all the time. The radical acceptance is something which I already told you that is needed. When you accept yourself and you accept that you are the one who is responsible of your own experience in this human life, then you are ready to do the work. Nobody will do the work for you, so it's only you who can do the work. And it's very rewarding to do the work. It's not that easy, you know. It can be for some, because some of us are allowing themselves to drop many beliefs and many subconscious or unconscious patterns and beliefs at once, so at the same time. But most of us, we will go in a way linear approach, or take a linear approach, so it will take a little bit of time, but it's so worth it. I hope that you are on your way, because I believe that you are. You wouldn't be listening to me and not this far if you wouldn't believe that there is something, some truth here. So tell me, where are you on your journey? Have you become fully aware of your limiting beliefs and your blockages? And are you able to get there? I got a little bit distracted here. So we were talking about feelings and emotions. So I showed you that you are the one who is giving meaning to your feelings and your thoughts and your experiences. You need to radically accept yourself, because you are the only one who can do the work for you. Everything is in you. You are all there is. You are all there is needed. So we are supposed to feel all our emotions. Life doesn't happen to you. from outside of you. It happens for you, so that you would be able to find your true self, your true essence, this pure happiness, being. Let life guide you and start living by seeing everything as opportunities, being aware that everything is an opportunity. We cannot function in a way, we cannot live our life happily if we are only experiencing half of it. So you need to have the negative and you have to have the positive, and you need to allow both of those. So you need to feel both of the feelings, also the negative feelings. If you can do it with the same enthusiasm that you do with the positive, that would be great. But let's start with the neutrality. So let's bring those to neutral first. Why feeling the feelings is the only way to experience it and only way to process it and get through it. When you rationalize, when you are using your mind, your brains, to fight your mind and your brains, you will not get anywhere. You can analyze, rationalize, explain, try to find some sort of this happened because of this, or then you are reflecting that someone else did this and this happened, so I must be experiencing the same. So you are finding an explanation for what you are feeling or experiencing. When you are doing this, you are not feeling or allowing the actual feeling to come. When you are rationalizing your feelings, you are denying yourself the ability to feel it. And if you don't feel the feelings, all the spectrum of the feelings, you will never hear what they are here to tell you. You are losing your map. So when you start listening to your feelings, when you are allowing those in, then you will have the full map. Then you can navigate through this life, and you can navigate through the healing path. The greatest power within us is the power of choice. Once you realize that you are the only one who is giving a meaning to what is happening in your life, everything changes. So you are the one who is experiencing your life, and you are the one who is giving a meaning to what is ongoing in your life. If you are saying that some experience or feeling is negative and you want to push it away, it is something that you are telling yourself. You are giving it a meaning. If you are giving it a neutral meaning, so you are grounding yourself in this moment, for example, asking yourself, who is aware of me thinking, so you connect to your awareness. The minute you do that, that moment when you do that, the thought is powerless. It's always neutral in this moment. And when you are grounding yourself and you are giving a meaning, when you are grounding yourself, you can also choose to give it another meaning. And you can then choose to act differently. So the power of choice. And you have the power of choice every moment. There isn't any moment where you couldn't choose differently. If you get mad at somebody, very natural reaction to many of us is that we are in a situation, something irritates us, something triggers us, and we get mad. When you realize that this is coming out of you, you can choose not to lash out. If you cannot do that, so you lash out, each and every moment after that has the same power of you to choose to do differently. So you are giving it the meaning that I need to lash out somehow. But what if you would give it the meaning that, okay, I want to investigate a little bit further. Why did I want to lash out? What is beneath this? Why am I feeling like this? What is this feeling? It all starts there. What am I feeling now? And then you go deeper. If you have these in that moment, these thoughts, if you can go through that to become aware you suddenly lose the urge to be angry or show that you are angry. Instead, you can maybe say that, okay, I will go and calm down, or I'll be back in 5. However you express it to that person who you became angry with. There you chose to act differently. Even minor changes are important, because all of those are telling your ego and to your external world, what you are reflecting outside of you, that you have changed and you want to change. If you do this with the positive meaning, if you desire to change, you are determined to change, you will do this continuously, so you will choose differently. You don't have to do it perfectly, no. We always fail at some point, but it will start reflecting back to you. People will notice that you have changed, and that is lovely to notice. When you change, your external world reflects something different back to you. So our thoughts, our reactions, our negative experiences, feelings and everything are giving us a direction where we are supposed to be going next, to investigate and to remove something which is distracting our true essence, because we are vibrating our true essence all the time. There is just this disturbance. This ego has built us this disturbance, our limiting beliefs, these unconscious things. So when you bring those to surface, you are on your way to healing. So feel your feelings. Allow yourself to feel all the feelings, all spectrum of the feelings. Then when it's on the negative, ground in this moment, bring it to the neutral, and then if it still feels negative, ground yourself again. And then when you have neutralized it, work towards the positive, to give it a positive meaning, which is all of those are opportunities. Those are here to help us, to guide us on our path in finding ourselves and in becoming happy. Now I will ask yourself, are you allowing yourself to feel all your emotions? Please comment. What are your thoughts? How do you experience it? Where are you on your healing journey? I would love to hear from you. If you like my stuff, please subscribe, share, and comment. I am here for you. I want to share my experiences with you. You are all there is. You are all that is needed. Life is happening for you, not to you. You are perfect the way you are, in every moment. In next videos, I will go to what are the feelings? How do you name the feelings? How do you know what you are feeling? And then we will take a deeper dive to our needs, and then maybe something about the attachment styles and how those are impacting us, because those were a key to everything for me, my attachment style. See you in the next one.